Good evening, brothers and sisters. Let me make some announcements before we go into the proper in memoriam service. Tomorrow, don't forget to tune in to Ajahn Brahmali, who will be giving a talk on worried about 2022, how to ensure it will be better than 2021, regardless. So it's at 3 o'clock and not morning, so 3 to 5 p.m. Okay, our lineup, of course, on Sunday we have Sister Sylvia Bay, and the rest will be Brother Taiwi, Bante Buddha Rakita, Venerable Upeka, and Bante Silananda. Do look out for our poster. Sunday's talk, Sister Sylvia will talk about respect, humility, contentment, and gratitude. Dhamma Foundation course starts this Sunday with meditation, Brother Tan Beng Hock. And then next Saturday will be the Saturday class on meditation. The meditation classes are full, so we will have another one in March and April for DFC 2 students who would like to. Okay, there are vacancies for 2 more on Saturday because the people who sign up are from overseas. So whoever wants, please book that slot on Eventbrite. Okay, Chinese New Year cookies are here for sale. The proceeds will go to BF's building fund. So we only selected a few, so do purchase them. You can do it here or on the website, bfdhammahome.org website. And you can order from there and collect from BF. Okay, Dhamma is priceless. 3 easy ways to make donation. We would like to encourage people to make gyro donation because at least we know the monthly revenue that comes in. Okay, but you can do pay now, bank transfer, as well as checks. And if you want to do any donation for today, please put in memoriam. Thank you. And today, of course, we have the actual event. So I don't need to say anymore. Okay, let us pay respect to the Triple Gem. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Abhivademi. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami. Supatipano Bhagavato Sāvaka Sangho Sanghang Namami. We will invite Sister Sylvia to start the in memoriam service.
We're going to do it a little bit differently today. And the reason why we didn't go straight into the puja directly is because I'm pretty sure we have families and friends. Some of you are very familiar with Buddhist rites and rituals. Some of you are not so familiar. I thought I'll take this opportunity to explain a little bit. Sorry, I'm a self-service, huh? Okay. Now, it's just a very quick one. I'm only just going to explain very quickly. Yes? I'm just going to explain very quickly what is Buddhist ritual. And there are, mainly for today, we're just going to do 4 parts. We're going to do the 3 precepts, the 3 refuges, the precepts, salutation, and anumodana. Now, what is the 3 refuges? Many of you may be quite familiar. And it goes like this, Chami, essentially is I go to the Buddha, literal translation, I go to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha for refuge. And the idea here really is us making the undertaking, saying it clearly, affirming to ourselves that we have chosen to turn to Buddha, his teaching, the Dhamma, and his monastic practitioners, Sangha. We turn to them for inspiration, for guidance, in teaching us how to lead a good life, how to make this life a meaningful one, how to be happy in this life. Okay? So it is really us expressly saying we want to do it. And you don't do this blindly. You do this with every fiber of intention, with affirmation. I want to do this. So afterwards, when we bring out the Puja, the scripture, you, as you read it, in your heart, make a very strong affirmation. It's okay, right? Yeah, make a very strong affirmation, okay? Then comes precepts. Now, for those of you who have been attending my class, you will know that some of the key mental states that we must cultivate as Buddhists are faith and morality. There are others, but these two are foremost, very critical ones. So you see the three refuges is faith. Then come precept, which is actually sila, morality. And what we are saying is, as Buddhists, we want to be good people. That in the way we lead our life, we will harm no others, we will cause no pain, no grief. That as we walk through this life, we will bring joy, if we can. We will bring help, relief, but not cause pain. Okay? So your precept, this is basic precept. And there are 5 elements there. We choose not to, we undertake not to kill. We undertake not to take what is not given. We undertake not to conduct, to engage in sexual misconduct. We undertake not to tell lies. And we undertake to avoid intoxicants that cause heedlessness. Essentially, that's what it means. So we lead our life without hurting another and without hurting ourselves. That's what it means. Then comes salutation to the triple gem, and this is the unique one because you have to do these with understanding. With understanding, with knowledge of what the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha means. For this to have maximum impact on your mind. For maximum impact, for inspiring you. For that to happen, you have to have understanding of what these 3 gems mean. Okay? And finally, anumodana, rejoicing together. Rejoicing together, a very powerful event, if we do it correctly. So what it means is, you must think about all the good that you have done today and the past many days. All the good that you have done, and you think about how all of us collectively are doing so much good tonight together. On the last day of the year, we have a very meaningful event to keep it really beautiful and pure. And for that, we are happy to be together to do this. And then we invite all the departed beings to come partake to come share. Okay? So you know, refuges, inspiring faith. Precept, reminding ourselves of morality. Salutation, with knowledge and understanding, we recite. And finally, rejoicing together, goodness that comes from the practice. Be happy with that. And then we are going to do the puja. Okay?
Let us pay homage to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. We chant these verses to observe the 5. Where's the 3 refuges? Okay, the 5 precepts. Panatipata viramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinadana viramani Sikkhapada samadhiyami. Musumichachara viramani Sikkhapada samadhiyami. Musavada viramani Sikkhapada samadhiyami. Suramiraya majapana viramani Sikkhapada samadhiyami. Okay, we shall just do recollection of the Buddha. Let us recollect the sublime qualities of the Buddha. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasarati satta deva manusanang Buddho Bhagavati. Let us recollect the sublime qualities of the Dhamma. Swakato Bhagavata Dhammo Sanditiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opanaiko Pachatang Veditabo Vinyuhiti. Let us recollect the sublime qualities of the Sangha. Supatipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho. Ujjupatipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho. Nyaya patipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho. Samicipatipano Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho. Yadidang Chattari Purisa Yugani Atta Purisa Pugala. Esa Bhagavato Sawaka Sangho. Ahuneyo Pahuneyo Dakineyo Anjali Karaniyo Anuttarang Punyaketang Lokasati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, let us invite Sister Sylvia way back to the table.
Today is a wonderful day. Really beautiful night. Rain notwithstanding, it's a good day. May I invite everyone to sit comfortably. Okay, sit back, relax. I'm going to do a 5 minutes meditation of sort. After all the initial excitement and anticipation, not so good for the mind. Huh? So now I want everyone to sit back, be comfortable. I will help you get into a quiet, mindful state. 5-10 minutes. Then we begin the session. Shall we? Can we switch off the lights? Just sit. I want you all to sit comfortably, close your eyes, relax, don't think too much, just listen to my voice. Your body straight, close your eyes, body straight. Now, the body should be upright. If you feel yourself a little too upright, you're straining your back. So relax. And keep the mind present. Focus in the present. Okay? Now you listen to my voice. As you sit, please feel your buttocks in contact with the floor. If you are sitting on the chair, feel the backrest in contact with the backrest. Relax. For those of you still moving around, please stop. Sit, relax, okay? Feel today's anxiety and strain slowly washing out of your body. Whatever sensation or burden, trouble, let them go. Leave them outside the door of this hall. You are here to do something for your loved ones, and so we want to keep your mind pure. Think of the kindness and the goodness that your loved ones had extended to you. And tonight, we have an opportunity to say thank you. So I want you to take this few minutes to do a few things. Number one, take 3 deep breaths. Deep in, as deep as you can. Then when you release, release slowly. Deep in, then release slowly. Make sure you push every drop of breath out of your system. Deep in, then slowly release. With every breath in, wish yourself well. May I be well and happy. With every breath out, wish your loved ones well. Your parents, your children, people you love, wish them well. May they be well and happy. Every breath in, may I be well and happy. Every breath out, may my loved ones be well and happy. Every breath in, be grateful for this life. So you say, I am grateful for this life. I have been blessed. I'm well taken care of. There are people I love around me. I have opportunity for good education. For all these, I am grateful. This life, however short or long, I endeavor to be a good person and help wherever I can. Bring comfort to whoever is in need. Bring relief to whomever needs. And let this life be a rich and meaningful one, where I can serve, help, give support, bring relief. So let your mind just flow through a sensation of gratitude. Just let your mind flow with it. I will give you another 2 minutes. Take these 2 minutes to give thanks to whomever had made an impact for you in your life. Give thanks to whoever has made an impact in your life. If you run out of names, then you just say, I give thanks to everybody. Then when you are done, make a mental bow before the Buddha. Give thanks. Then you slowly come out. Give yourself a good stretch before you come out of this quiet reflection. Can we turn on the lights? How? Had a moment to rest the mind instead of getting all excited. Okay, everyone? Feel better? Peaceful enough? Okay, let us begin. Our program tonight. It's actually in a few parts. I'm going to explain why BF came up with this event. It was actually very last minute. And it was very last minute because it has never been done. And I'm not sure if there is any other organization here in Singapore doing it like this. I don't think so. I think we are the only one doing it, okay? And it's pretty last minute, so as you can see, you first got wind of it like on, I don't know, first week of December. And in just 4 weeks, BF managed to put together quite an impressive event. It's 4 weeks. And it's because of this, all this, what do you call it? PROs, right? What does PRO stand for? Public Relations Officer, right? Yeah. It's because of PROs, it's because of some of the EXCO members, it's because of the dedication of the BF staff that they managed to collectively swing this. I will talk more about this later, but I wanted to at least explain why today is a little bit karang kabut lah. But it will not be karang kabut all the way forward, okay? We will do this sweet. Huh? So we start off with an explanation about how this comes about. Then we'll talk about the Buddhist teaching. I will quote you Sutra on explaining what can we do for our departed loved ones. Specifically, I'm going to talk about Thirukutta Sutra. Now, many of you who have observed Qingming, you would have heard of this sutra. Well, it doesn't hurt going through it again. This time round, in English, very slowly you look at the words. Then comes the most important event, which is why we are all here, honoring our departed loved ones. We managed to get Ajahn Brahmali to do a short Anumodana for us, and then Happy New Year. Okay? Right. So how did this come about? Why did it come about, more importantly? We are very aware, BF, all of us in BF are very aware how hard the past year has been. A lot of loved ones passed away in the last 2 years, and to the best of our abilities, we try to give them a good send-off, but given all the COVID restrictions, it was hard. I know that because I've personally been involved with a few. It was hard even to visit people in hospital, let alone, I mean, in the initial period, the numbers, very small numbers could attend the funeral. Entire families had to like take number, draw lots to see who gets to go. It was very hard for people. At the same time, you know, all this intermittent isolation and all, we all end up 2 eat, 3 eat, 5 eat, cut down 0 eat. It keeps going around. And it's nobody's fault. In fact, I think we did a wonderful job. Here in Singapore, we did a fantastic job keeping the numbers of death down, giving relief to our medical system. We did a great job, but it doesn't take away from the fact that a lot of us felt isolated. We had to adjust very quickly. It was rough. For those of us with good friends and family that you can zoom at each other, not so bad, right? And then for some of us come to BF for relief, right? I know that, where I see some regular faces. But then the rest, very difficult. So actually, this event is not just for departed ones, but it's also for us. We, having an occasion to interact, to believe we are doing something for others. And I just want to also stress that actually this huge emphasis on gratitude today is really in sync with the Buddha's teaching. Time and again, he talks about gratitude to the people around us, even to the ones that we don't know, i.e., the loved ones from a different time, a different age. We are whom we are today because of all the people, all the beings that we have interacted with in our journey to today. To become who we are today is really because of all the links, all the connections that we have formed even before this life. So when we give thanks today, it is not just to the connections of this life. It's to all the links, all the connections that we have made from time immemorial. Okay? Recalling the blessings of giving, you know, all of you were invited to offer dana in support of the construction of a Buddhist center. This is your giving. So for those of you who want to give more, feel free. BF is always ready to embrace your generosity. Okay? And I thought it would be great to end 2021 with a season like this, with an event like this, right? You have a chance to dana and have sadha and cultivate sila and etc., etc. But by the end of today, we'll feel very rich spiritually, okay? Okay, what are the suttas? A lot of you may be familiar with Sigalo Wada Sutta. For those of you doing DFC, Dhamma Foundation course, you have no excuse. Dhamma Foundation course had one session, half of one session, entirely devoted to Sigalo Wada, Digankaya 31. And if you recall, in Sigalo Wada, there was an entire 1/3 of the sutta talking about relationship, remember? Parents and children, between teacher and student, between siblings and spouses, and between you and your boss, between subordinates and the bosses, and between spiritual teachers and lay practitioners. You all remember that. The one that was the most important, that was flagged out right at the start, was the relationship between parent and children. And in that, Buddha gave 5 responsibilities for parents and 5 responsibilities for children. Of the 5, Buddha only had 5 to say. One of them, he said, it is a responsibility of children to continually make offering to the departed relatives. Okay? In another sutta, is the Patagamma Sutta, Anguttara Nikaya 4.61, when the Buddha talks about 4 worthy use of money. 4 worthy use of money. One of which, he said, was making offerings to departed relatives. Now, what are the others? Some of you may be saying, making yourself and your loved ones happy. He actually said, you should use the money to make yourself and loved ones happy. And using the money to also make offerings, amongst others. But the 4th one was this one, to make offering to departed relatives. Okay? Then there was one of this Mahaparinibbana Sutta was a sutta talking about the end days. It covers essentially the last year of the Buddha's life. So it's a very important sutta, which gave us a lot of information about where he went, whom he interacted with, what he did, what were the teachings he gave on the last year of his life. Now you just bear this in mind. Huh? Buddha's not like us, right? Right? I mean, some of you may say, no, same. I cannot assume. But you know, Buddha's not like us, right? In what? In the fact that he knows when his death was coming. The rest of us kind of got caught off guard, most of us. Most of us cannot see it coming unless it's an accident and the car is coming. Other than that, you actually cannot, and you wouldn't know that 1 minute you go to sleep, next minute you don't wake up. We don't know that. But Buddha, you know he did, right? So, for someone who knew that the end was coming, would you not say that the things that he did would be the ones he considered the most important? If you know your end stage of something, your time is not long, would you not pay attention on what are the things you want to do? Last word to leave, money to leave, people to hug, poems to write, lectures to give. I mean, seriously, right? I mean, if you know, you will use your time wisely. We usually waste time where we don't value it. Agree? So Buddha knew the end was coming. Therefore, if you have time, go look at this sutta line to line. It's one of the longest suttas. It's very long. Because it covers 1 year of a man's life. It's very long, right? His disciples like, hey, I remember he did this, then they write it down. And I remember he did this, and write it down. They pack it tight. Now, he told his disciples, amongst the many things that he taught, he also told his disciples. This is the part where, if you all may have heard of it, it's called the 7 conditions of welfare. And this is one of them. 7 conditions of welfare means, what are the things that a community can do to ensure that it stays together, stays united? Okay? And one of the things they must do, apart from regular gatherings and respect for elders, and upholding the custom of making offerings at community shrines. Meaning to say, when people come together to pay respect to departeds, it bonds them. It brings them closer. It adds strength to them. So if you think about it, even the Chinese do that, right? That on certain occasions to commemorate the passing of someone, you come together. That may well be the only time you meet so and so and so and so. So the same idea here, okay? There are 2 suttas that I want to highlight. One of them is Janusoni Sutta. The next one, AN 10.177. And this is the sutta where the Buddha had exchange with the original skeptic. This guy, Janusoni, was a Brahmin. Brahmin, okay, then you say what's a Brahmin? A Brahmin was a religious person of the Vedic faith. Religious person. So the guy knows ceremonies. He not 偏教, he knows that because he was educated. Brahmin in the old days, a lot of them were educated. So they could smart people, okay? They smart. There was no reading then, but they learned a lot, okay? And the Brahmins were very interested in death issues. Why? Humans are like that. You live in the modern age where death, it's like many train stops away. If you live in a world when death comes very unexpectedly, natural disasters, war-torn areas, you live next to the volcano, you're more aware of death. Do you see what I'm saying? But because we live in Singapore, very safe, right? No volcano, no earthquake, no tsunami, no natural disaster. Very safe. But if you live in a land where death is just one bus stop away, people become very aware. So in ancient time, people were very caught up with the notion of death. Then what comes next? Today, we're only interested when someone died. Then where did the fellow go? We're interested in that. But in the old days, people are very keen on this question because it happens all the time. It happens all the time, okay? So, Janusoni, being a Brahmin, educated, intelligent, full of curiosity, asked the Buddha, do our gifts really help the departed ones? Admit it. You guys also have the question sometime. So I respect you lah. Sometime you have that question. Most time you don't have that question. Of course we have this question. We're human, normal. Okay? So what did the Buddha say? Depends on condition. The Buddha said, your gifts, your offering, depending on condition, depends on where they had been reborn. Some of them will have direct need, DHL need. Here you offer, there they receive. Some of them need that help. And if they were reborn in the Peta realm, okay? And the Buddha said, there in the Peta realm, they survive feeding on the food of the beings in the Peta realm, or else they survive feeding on what friends and colleagues, relatives and kin provide for them from here. The conditions there are right, the gift aids them. Okay? So, what's the next natural question? What's the next natural question? So one question is, how do you know they are there? What other question possible? They are not there, how? Right? Janusoni, very good. They're not there, how? Who partakes if they were not born there? The Buddha's reply, others, Lord. Others departed, reborn there, will partake. You get it, right? Meaning, if you say, I offer this gift to Mr. Sam Lim Tan. Okay, Tan. Singapore, a lot of Tan. Mr. Sam Tan. Okay? Mr. Sam Tan is not in the Peta realm. Then how? So you must say, let this offering be to Mr. Sam Tan and all my other departed loved ones. All my past relatives. So you are saying Sam Tan plus plus. That's what the Buddha said. Other departed relatives reborn there will partake the gift. Okay? What's the next natural question? No one born there, how? Okay, right? Logical. The Buddha say, not possible. It cannot happen. It cannot happen because actually I cut short lah. He said, it's impossible because you have been through so many lives. So many lives. It cannot be that you don't have even one relative there now. Then he said, because Janusoni quite stubborn. Janusoni not a Buddhist, you see. He not a Buddhist from modern time. He was a Brahmin from ancient time. He knew Buddha as a human, so he not so respectful. We would have like, oh, yes sir, right? Then we go off. But no, Janusoni, no, ask some more. If not, then how? Then the Buddha said, cannot be. You have lived so long, you have so many lives, it cannot be that you don't have. But, hypothetically, since you're so insistent, hypothetically you don't have. Then for yourself. It's never fruitless for the donor, for yourself. Then, it's very cute. Then the Buddha said this. Okay, again I summarize. He said, suppose let's say you're born an elephant, and you have done all these dana to your departed ones. Then, as the elephant, you will have food and drink, garlands and other adornments. So you are elephant with Gucci handbag. Okay? Don't play. Have you seen dogs who live in air-conditioned room, eat caviar, caviar, and Wagyu beef? You haven't even smelled Wagyu beef, but the dog eats Wagyu beef. And then when he sits in the car, the dog sits in Rolls Royce. We all have to do Grab. You see? We haven't done enough, Dana, lor. Dog has, ma. So, actually, that was what he said. The elephant, then he repeat the example, the dog. And then as human, if you were reborn a human, you will experience 5 sense pleasures. So you can buy nice radio, produce beautiful music, you watch television, 4K, 5K, 7K time, etc., etc. Then you smell nice flower, not plastic ones, etc., okay? So that's reassuring. Whatever that we do tonight will go to someone, okay? And finally, one of my favorite sutta, it's really beautiful. And this sutta is very haunting for me. It's very haunting because I cannot stop thinking about what's happening. So this is the sutta, Tirokutta. You look at what it says. Outside the wall, they stand at the crossroads and doorposts, to their own home returning. So the beings, if they are petas, they do come back, but they can't come in. They're stuck outside. When an ample meal of food and drinks is spread, no one remembers them because of beings karma. The word bad was added by Ajahn Agachita. This is Agachita's translation. So he added the word bad. Then you say, cannot be good peta. Hello? Peta means had a bit of a problem at that transition, right? If it's good, not peta. Okay? Those who have sympathy give thus to their relatives pure, rich, suitable food and drinks, thinking, let this be for our relatives. May our relatives be happy. So this part is you. You who have sympathy. So you recall for your relatives who have moved on, if you, for whatever reason, have concern for them, worried for them, do remember, invite them to partake, okay? And in your mind, say, let this be for our relatives, may they be happy. Then, those departed relatives who come and gather there, they will rejoice at your offering of food and drinks, and they will wish you, saying, long live our relatives on account of whom we get this. To us, offering has been made, and to the donors, it's not without benefit. Buddha went on to say, for there is no farming there in the Peta realm. Cattle keeping is non-existent. There is no trading, such as buying and selling with gold. On what is given here, the deceased, the departed ones, subsist there. What you offer here, they will live on it there. Even as water rain on high ground flows to the lowland accordingly, so what is given here reaches departed ones. Just as rivers that are full fill the sea, so what is given here reaches the departed ones. What does this say? these two senses are saying it's nature, it's natural. It's a natural flow. Whatever you place and offer to them, it goes to them naturally. No need you to think very hard and will. You just have to say, it's for you. Dad, mom, grandpa, grandma, relatives, beloved ones, it's all for you. That's all you have to say. Okay? This is in your mind. I changed it to Ajahn Sujato's translation because it's clearer. This is in your mind, not the departed minds. Huh? In your mind, you call them, you say, he gave to me, he worked for me, he was my relative, friend, companion. He should give gifts for the departed, remembering what they had done. Can you do it? Basically, in your mind is, we had this relationship, you did all these things for me, thank you for all your kindness, this is for you. It's basically very simple. The Buddha went on to say, for no tears or grief or any other lamentations are of any use to the departed, as long as their relatives continue in this way. In other words, you cry, you lament, it's no use for them, it can't help them. But that gift that has been given and well placed in the Sangha is of benefit to them for a long time. Immediately it is of benefit. So it helps them for a long time. It's the moment it reaches them, it helps. This then is the definition of a relative's duties. And by this, great honor has been done to the departed, strength has been given to the monks, and no little merit has been produced by you. In other words, you come before to support Sangha, to give alms, to help Dhamma propagation, and so on and so forth. All the goods that you had done, you share with these, your departed beings, your departed loved ones, and you had delivered 3 benefits to them, to the Dhamma, and to yourself. That's what it means. Okay? So, I'm going to invite all of you. Next slide. This is what we must do. Read the words. We will say aloud, okay? We're going to invite all departed loved ones to come. Let us all focus our minds and recall with love and compassion our departed loved ones. Invite them to come and partake in this meritorious and joyous event. Can you all read together? Okay? Today, we have done the following meritorious deeds. We have taken refuge in the Triple Gem, observed the 5 precepts, listened to the Dhamma, and offered dana to construct a Buddhist center dedicated to Dhamma propagation. We now offer a share of these merits to our departed loved ones. May they appreciate and rejoice in this sharing of merits and be happy, well, and peaceful. May all beings appreciate and rejoice in this sharing of merits and be happy, well, and peaceful. May these merits be the cause and condition for our spiritual growth until realization of Nibbana, the ultimate happiness, the greatest peace. We shall always remember with gratitude and deep fondness the life of the late, and so this is where we begin.
Okay, we start with in memory of the late Sangha that we know personally. So Venerable Narada Ajahn Chah, Venerable Dr. K. Sri Dhammananda, Sayadaw U Silananda, Venerable Dr. P. Jnanarama, Venerable Dhammasiri, Venerable Dhammavuddho, Venerable Surya Bhumi, Venerable Madhavela Punaji, and Ajahn Vayama, who recently passed away. And in memory of our beloved lay teacher, speakers, or volunteers, we have Lee Teng Yong, or also known as T.Y. Lee, Sister Amanda Quack, who has been with us for a while, teaching Dhamma as well, Sister Josephine Pang, who was our ex-BF staff, and Sis Jane To Lee Ching, who is an illustrator. Now we like to have the actual offering. May the PROs give Sis Sylvia an orchid. Where are the trays? Yeah. Okay, can you all please queue up 2 by 2 in after Sis Sylvia? No, that one you can meet last. Okay.
Everyone, you all got number, right? You all got number. I number 2, so I go first, okay?
Yeah.
Number 3 get ready, number 4 get ready, okay?
It'll be 2 by 2 except for Sis Sylvia. So each one will have a stalk of orchid, one stalk of orchid for one person. Okay, and then you're supposed to bow. No, he's number 2. Actually, it's written already. Yeah, your swap numbers. So, Sis Sylvia Bay first. And then, okay, please listen. This is what you're going to do. Each take a stalk of flower in order of your number. Okay, 2 by 2. So, next will be Haryanto, and then offer it to the Buddha and stick it into the sponge, the green sponge. Okay, you have observed Sis Sylvia doing it. Next, I'm supposed to read the names. Sorry, Sis Sylvia is supposed to wait for me to read the names of. In memory, I was giving instructions in memory of the late Dr. P. Jnanarama, Venerable Dhammasiri, Madam Tang Choi Mei, and her late father, Mr. Bei Kwang Bu. Okay, next we have Mr. Haryanto and Mr. Chan Ling Ping. Sharing merits. Oh, Mr. Haryanto has done. It's 2 by 2. Can you all please go 2 by 2? Let my Chan first, okay? Chan Ling Ping in sharing merits with Chan Fu, Chan Boy, Lee Moy Nyong, He Hoi Huan, and Chan Fan Fa. Chan.
Where you?
Next 2, please.
Chan Si Ying, is it? Yeah. Can I invite Sister Chan Si Ying, right? Sister Chan Si Ying.
And Peisu next. Together, one on each side.
Who? It doesn't matter, the husband is here.
No, she got another one.
Okay. I tell you what, let's forget it. We go one by one, okay? If we go one by one, it's okay. Chan Si-ying, can you please think of Chan Yik-cheong, Wong Yok Mei, Chan Yu-fang, and Lo Lian. We give you a moment to invite them to come. It doesn't matter. So the next one is Chua Annie, but she's represented by the daughter, right? It's Pacer. It's okay. You pick, yes, please bow. Recall with love your sister, Madam Chua Ling Ling, and mother, Madam Ng Siu Ti. Aunt, it's okay. It doesn't, yeah. Next is Heng Sok Kiang. In memory of late beloved mother, Madam Chua Hui Sien, and father, Mr. Heng Chun Liang. I'm going to invite Mr. Joseph Koo also. Mr. Joseph Koo. Joseph Koo is represented in memory of Koo Kun Cheong and Madam Lo Ki Neo. I'm next inviting Miss Kong Xue Lin. Kong Xue Lin. In memory of Madam Teo Amoy. Next, I'm inviting Mr. Ko Tong Ju. It is okay. In memory of Ko Leong Ho, Go Chun So, and Go Gek Hun. Next. Mr. Go Gyap Sing, please. In memory of departed relatives and friends. And Mr. Lee Xavier. Oh, sorry, Mr. Kong Yap Hin, also in memory of departed relatives and friends. Lee Xavier. In memory of Lee Yong Chai, Lee Kim Yu. Marcus Leong, in memory of Leong Win Chow. Mr. Liam Siu Chu, please, in memory of Liam Ni Ngoy and Ong Mui Sing. Ms. Lim Ai Leng, in memory of Mr. Lim Tong Peng, Madam Teo Bi Chu, and all departed relatives and friends. Mr. Lim Wah Tek, please. In memory of Ching Siu Kim and Lim Se Kien. Ms. Lim Fui Ni, in memory of Mr. Lim Simbu. Mr. Lim Sun Kiat, please. In memory of late beloved Lim Lai Hock. Mr. Lim Elvanto. In memory of Heni Che, Wan Dhamma Kwa. Next, Miss Patricia Lim. In memory of Mr. Lim Heng Chai. Next, Miss Leong Yvonne. In memory of Wong Lai Kyu and Liu Bo King. Next, Mrs. Laura Rosalind. Who? Don't have? I
Don't have.
don't have.
It's the doctors. Just follow this.
Just follow them. Okay. Okay. Mrs. Laurel Roslin, in memory of Chan Ko Lian, Lu San Chiao, Huang Lianzhe, Yao Ko Liang, and Huang Xiuzhen. Next, Mr. Nai Su Tong, in memory of departed relatives and friends. Next, Mr. Wilson, in memory of Ming Jun, and Miss Rebecca, in memory of Kong Wan. Miss Ho Siok Hua, in memory of O Kwan Liet and So Fuk Tien. Next, Mr. Ong, Jerry Ong, in memory of Mr. Ong Kim Tek. Mr. Benny Ong, in memory of father and mother, Mr. Ong Kian Peng and Madam Lee Yu Chit. Next, Ms. Pang Xu Xian, in memory of Kang Yuan Fong. Next, Mr. Pork Raymond, in memory of late departed relatives and friends. Mrs. June Kwek, in memory of Mr. Kwek Kim Yong, Mr. Tan Ati, and Madam Tay Chua Mui. Next, Mr. Sim Kok Hui, in memory of To Chai Woon, Sim Kwan Po, Sim Lei Ing. Mr. Susantio Herman, please. In memory of Susantio Lita Setiawan. Next, Miss Tan Jessie Ling Hong. It's okay. Take your time, don't worry. In memory of uncles and aunties, Miss Sabrina Tan. In memory of Se Mamot, Tan Yu Ko, Cha Soi Kun, Michael Rajendra, and Signy Ananda. Next, Miss Bianca Tan, in memory of Tan Sia Pon. Miss Tan Michelle Tusita, in memory of teacher, Mr. Lim Chai Hing. Auntie, Miss Pek Chin Ti. Father-in-law, Mr. Lim Sam Himi. Friend, Mr. Terry Ng, and his late son, and all sentient beings. Next, Miss Lily Tan, in memory of Tan Eng Ju, Miss Patricia Wang, in memory of Tan Kam Moy, and Miss Leah Wee. In memory of Wee Lee Kin. Mr. Weng Wo Hu, in memory of departed relatives and friends. And Mr. Wong Ming Mao, in memory of Mr. Wong Kim Guet and Madam Yu Guat Ing. Next, Mr. Wong Sai Leong, in memory of Wong Woon Yeong. Next, Miss Catherine Wong, in memory of Mr. Wong Fuk Chi and Madam Liu Peng Lin. Mr. Wong Tai Wee, in memory of Lim Siang Peng. Next, Miss Yen Lai Ngo, in memory of father and mother, Mr. Yen Teng Leong, Madam Li Ling Wee, and all ancestors. Jocelyn Yo, in memory of parents, Mr. Yo Huat Chia and Madam Lee Siu King, and brother, Mr. Yo Yok Mien. Next, Miss Yo Guek Nyo, in memory of father, Mr. Yo Chin Chuan, mother, Madam Lee Siu To, husband, Mr. Pang Ka Sui, and sister, Madam Yo Chin Chuan. Next, Miss Au Siok Lin and Kwek Wei Lee, in memory of grandmother, Song Chu Lien. Okay, these are our participants on the Zoom. And we will have a representative to do it for everyone. May I invite everyone on site, now that you're all packed with merits and joy, right? We help them, okay? We help, The donor is Miss Agustini Devi, in memory of departed relatives and friends. You all can take turns to help, okay? You all take turns to help. Miss Ang Po Kim, in memory of Ang Tiam Hock, Ko Chun Lien, An Po Tin, and Lim Guek Tien. Miss Ang Hui Ling, in memory of An King Peng. Miss Ang Margaret, in memory of Ang Keng Liu and Madam Teo Beng Guek. Somebody representing Miss Ban Hui Lien? Can. In memory of Mother Ong Guek Xuan, Father Ban Siu Tien, Grand Aunt Lim Hui, Grand Uncle Lo Kiet Ling, Auntie Lo Siu Kim, Peter E.Y. Wong, sisters Bang Hui Eng and Bang Hui Hua, all my ancestors and all my karmic donors, debtors. Okay. Okay, one slide, one flower, yes. Miss Bay Natalie. Okay, never mind. I will read one name and you will represent them all. Mr. Bae Tang Wai, Madam Tan Siok Mei, Mr. Bae King Ho, Zhao Ji Zhen, Ma Chi Long, Chen Xiu Fong, Chen Ming Ki, Madam Ng Ah Leng, Mr. Wee Ki Yok, Madam Lim Po Nyo, Madam Emmeline Ritchie, Mr. David Paul Ritchie, Mr. Jordan Anthony Ritchie, Mr. Brian Ernest Charlwood, Mr. Lim Kim Chai, Madam To Ki Eng Sharon, Madam Munira, Mr. Tan Tiong Ban, Lo Siok Chin, Ho Jin Kiet, Sim Bun Zi, Sia Po Zen, Bae Song Ye, Bae Chai Hua, Bae Sai Hien, Emily Richer, David Paul Richer, Jordan Anthony Richer, Brian Ernest Charles. It is a repeat there. And all sentient beings. Next. It's okay. It's mystic. Huh? Okay. So one is representing all four donors, right? Miss Chen Kim Lim, Chen Kim Si, in memory of Chen Lam Tong, Chua Ku An, Chen Kim Po, Chen Keng Kui, Chen Kim Liu, Chen Bing Yet, Chen Bing Kui, Joseph Au, Sasson H. Jacob, and Yolanda Bay. Also donors, Ms. Chan So, in memory of Lu Hui Sen, Elias Pang Hui Shen. Another donor, Ms. Chan Sok Ming, in memory of Tan Yok Sing, and Ms. Chen Monica, in memory of Janet Lim Po Chun and Sim Choi Ming. Next, Ms. Alice Chiam, in memory of departed loved ones, relatives, and all sentient beings. Ms. Chen Sui Kim, in memory of Lim Po Cheng and Chen Siu Chen. Ms. Choi Carroll, in memory of Choi Chuk Sing, Connie Chua, and Choi Ding Choi. Mr. Chu Yao Ming, in memory of departed relatives and friends. And Ms. Chua Yung Bing, in memory of Chua Kim Wah and Po Bong Yo. Next, Mr. Chua Elvin, in memory of Tan Hee Yen, Deng Anoy, Chua, this is Vietnamese, I think, Chua Chun Chuen, Chua Tong Yi, Tan Sui Kiao, Chua Ming Hien, and Tan Sui Chu. Ms. Joyce Chua, in memory of Agnes Kun, Stephen Ma, Tanabalan, Ladamutu. Mr. Patrick Chua, in memory of departed relatives and friends. Mr. Stephen Chua Limeng, in memory of Mr. Chua Cheng Chun and Madam Ng Fok Ki. And Ms. Jun Chung, in memory of Kwek Jin Nan, Chun Xuet Lei, and departed relatives. It's okay. Donors, Ms. Fuk Yin Chui, in memory of Fuk Kwan Seng and Chung Min Chun. Ms. Jessie Fu, Fu Yu Chong, in memory of Fu Yu Chong. Ms. Joyce Fung, in memory of Tong Mui and Fun Fuk Leong. Ms. Go Valerie, in memory of all departed beings in the world. Ms. Go Casey Heng Chie, in memory of Go Yap Wat, Li Kiet Ling Janet, Li Kiet Hien, Dana Ming, Li Chan Lim, and Li Fan Chin. Ms. Han Teresa Yimi, in memory of Han Dong Juan, Ong Siu Chun, and Wee Lien Kwan. Ms. Ho Siu Yin, in memory of Tan Jit Hui, Elias Tan Ju Hui. Mr. Isaac Ho Beng Fong, in memory of Ho Jui Chiu, Yu Yu Chao. Ms. Tina Ho, in memory of Ho Kiet Guan and K. Ka Hun. And Ms. Jo Dinayani, in memory of Lo Ing Kai. Next, Ms. Juliana Sherry, in memory of the brother, Mr. Rudy Suharjo. Ms. Kan Kwai Moi, in memory of Kan Tai Su, Kan Po Ling, Kan Po Choi, Kan Sing Chua, and Lau Bi Ing. Ms. Christine Ko, in memory of Ko Tien Song. Ms. Ko Kok Mei, in memory of Madam Ong Chien Hui. And Ms. Ko, Angie Ko Ah King, in memory of Ko Eng Huat. Sim Ling Ting, Ko Kui Lien, Ko Hun Ki, Kwek Ping Ki, Tan Xiao Ching, and Kwek Ah Lei. Ms. Kok Pui Kim, in memory of Kok Yen Kim, Chow Chui Yin, Chan Chow. Ms. N. Lai, in memory of Peng Sun Hing, Lau Chun Hua, in memory of Madam Teo Chun Moi. Lee Kun Pin, in memory of Lee Si Hua and Lee Ah Gyok. Ms. Lee Yen Ping, in memory of Tan Hun Gyok, Lee Kim Yap, Rodney Xiao, Donna Oliverio, and Numi Awang. Ms. Lee Shin Lin, in memory of Lee Hong Ye Hua, Lee De Hua, Wu Luan Yin, Lee Kun Xian, Chong Li Ying, He Wei An, Lau Wai Ling, Jane Liu, Kok Wen Chong, and Miss Stella Lee, in memory of Lee Kin Fook. Miss Eunice Lee, in memory of Mother, Madam Wee Chu Kim, Winnie, and Dad, Mr. Lee Eng Chu. Miss Marilyn Lee, in memory of Lee Chong Hai and Tan Sui Kim. Donors, Miss Lim Ming Kiao, in memory of Mother Go Wee Ing and husband, Gan Chin Chai. Mr. Lim Ming Fong, in memory of Lim Chu Kwan, Pan Chu Kim, Liu Tak Lok, He Kok Ngok. Miss Lim Su Jin, in memory of Lim Shin Chong and Pai Chayon Otat Vikun. Miss Lo Siu Kun, in memory of Madam Lo Beng Kim. Miss Lo Suzanne, in memory of Lo Beng Kai. Miss Lo So Ing Sally, in memory of Mr. Lo Siu Tiong and Madam Chua Siu Ting. Miss Lo Siu Hua, Lo Siu Tin, and Lo Siu Lei, in memory of parents, elders, sisters, brothers, and to all departed relatives who had karmic link with me, with us. Lo Siu King, Lo Siu Kun, Lo Siu Tiong, in memory of departed relatives and friends who had karmic links with us. Mr. and Mrs. Lok Chi Yong. Where's the end there? Okay, Mr. Lok Chi Yong and Mrs. Teo Yong Kim. I think it's something like that. Huh? In memory of Mr. Teo Hun Chun and Mr. Lok Chan Tang. Ms. Irene Lam, in memory of departed loved ones, relatives, and all sentient beings. Professor Jenny Lai, in memory of Mr. Ng Lien Bin. Ms. Nai Kai Hua, in memory of departed relatives and friends. Ms. Sharon Nai, in memory of Nai Tong Sing and Sim Ngoi. Ms. Ng Siu Kui Jenny, in memory of father, Mr. Ng Cheng Chuan. Ms. Ng Ang, in memory of Go Boi Tien and Teo Chi Tek. Ms. Angie Ng, in memory of Ng Chai Lai, Tan Ah Chien, Yo Siak Ming. Mr. Pundarika Ng Siu Kiet, in memory of Ng Ka Ho, Kwa Kim Lien, Ong Yam Kei, Leong Begin, Ng Siu Chuan, and Ong Siu King. Mr. Kelvin Ng, in memory of Ng Chek Ting. Ms. Ng Get Ting, in memory of parents, parents-in-law, sisters, relatives, and all sentient beings. Ms. Mary Ng, in memory of Ng Yim Sheng, and Ms. Doris Ng, in memory of Ng To Sing, Lo Lian Li, and Te Liang Jin. Battery got tired. Miss Catherine Ng, in memory of Ng Lian Chien. Miss Jessie Ong, in memory of Huan Ah Yen, Ko Get Kim, Ong Get Hong, Ong To. Mr. Ong Chai Chai, in memory of Ong Hong Ki and Lim Lee King. Ms. Pei Yu Ling, in memory of So Kei and Ki Chien. Mr. Bernard Pang, in memory of Mr. Pang Kie Lim and Madam Ang Siu Noi. Mr. Rex Sim, in memory of Sim Huan Nang, Sim Tien Hock, Yang Mei Lin. Mr. Salahuddin Muhammad, what MD? In memory of Melon. Mrs. Sia Anna, in memory of Ong Aki and Sia Kan Ling. Mrs. C. Moi Kien, in memory of daughter Amanda Kwek. Miss Xiao Y.E. Grace, in memory of Ho Pik Wan, Francis Tan Chit Kim, and Ho Sui Soy Lin. Mr. Susanto Rudy, Miss Siak Li Ling, in memory of Siak Ah Ling and Chan Ya Kui Q. Mr. Susanto Rudy, in memory of Lo Wah Han, Lim Jin Huan, Ng Tek Kim, Chow Fong Jo, Ng Kien Seng, Ng Kien Peng, Tan Pek Hun, Chun In Sunny, Loi Ah Tiap, Lim Ik Yong, Loi Wah Yin, Loi Siu Yin, Ng Jin Su, Lim Nan Sun, Lim Nan Li, Lim Nan An, Lim Nan Lok, Lim Nan Chan, Liang Ik Siu, Huan In Cheng, Lim Ching Yet, Li Pek Seng, Ng Gim Hua, Wan Ye In, Wan Kui In, Chan Chin Sin, Ko Ban Sia, Chow Fong Lian, Tan Sing Hai, and Sai Tiek Phuc. Mr. Tan Kei Seng, Tan Tu Hoc, in memory of Tan Tu Hoc, and Mrs. Tan Cho Cho, in memory of Do La La and U Nguyen. I will do this one. This is my mother. I'll do it for her. Don't mind, I don't mind.
Anytime. In memory of Bei Kwang Bu, Tan Yang Lim, Cheng Sai Eng, Henry Tan, Georgie Tan, Bei Bak Kun, and Tan Siu Ting. Lily Tan, in memory of parents, Mr. Tan Si Kek, Madam Wee Kim Boy, brother Mr. Albert Tan Kuen, Madam Tan Ah Se, all departed relatives and friends, and all departed beings in the world. Ms. Tan Hui Sien, in memory of Ho Jing Yu, Werner, Ho Po Phuai, and Ho Koko. Miss Joyce Lin Tan, departed relatives, in memory of departed relatives and friends. And Miss Tan Kin Song, in memory of Chang De Ying and Chen Ji Su. Next. Miss Tan Jane Tan Ai Hua, in memory of Tan Chin Kim, Si Beng Kim. Miss Elaine Tay, in memory of Tay Song Kiang and Tan Xiao King. Mr. Ezra Tay, in memory of all deceased relatives. Mr. Teo Chin Heng, in memory of Teo Aba. Mr. Teo Kiet Siong, in memory of Teo Kao Chai. Miss Judy Tam, in memory of all departed beings in the world. Miss Tam Suk King, in memory of Tam Cheong Ho. Miss To Tan Peng, in memory of past relatives and friends. Miss Tai Beng Guek, in memory of Tai Ati. And Miss Sky Wee Siu Keng, in memory of Go Sien Chu. Miss Sky Wee Siu Keng again, in memory of Wee Tek Chiok and Wang Sui Yang. Miss Veronica Wee Sui Wan, in memory of Teo Seng Chun Vincent. Miss Nelly Vinata, in memory of Father Hatta Vinata and husband late Anthony Suwati. Miss Wong Mo King, in memory of Dr. Wong Kwong Yun and Madam Tan Gyok Nyo. Miss Y.K. Wong, in memory of Wong San. Mrs. Ivy Wong, in memory of Teo Su Huan Susan. Miss Susan Yap, in memory of all departed relatives who had karmic links with her. Miss Linda Yap, in memory of Mother Liana Yap. And Yo Seok Bee, in memory of departed relatives and friends. And Mrs. Shirley Yo, in memory of Madam Lily Tay Hai Chua. Next. Miss Yong Ai Kim, in memory of Yong Su Kwang. Miss Yong Peggy Woon, in memory of Madam Chan Beng Yi, Mr. Woon Siu Kang, Mr. Ui Bun Tiong, and Mr. Chung Chi Chin. And the next few, please offer to all, everybody's departed relatives and friends.
Any one of you wish to take a branch, please proceed.
Yeah.
Especially the PROs lah. Look.
Hey, outside.
Any more outside there?
Yes. Ask Vincent, who hasn't done sutras,
Please go
and do.
After all their sacrifices here, please.
Who hasn't done, please go. Sutras, Singay.
Make an offering.
To your departed relatives and friends. Mr. Vincent Chua. Chong Jin, who else haven't offered?
Such a beautiful set of flowers. Yeah, just go ahead. You need to take number one.
Did you offer?
It's my list.
Oh.
Where's that list that you take? The table when you bring.
I didn't take.
This one is yeah, we're done, right? Okay. Oh, this is so bad. Even I, who is easily satisfied, find that very hard. Okay, I want to acknowledge the hard work. First, I hope all of you enjoyed yourself. That you felt very charged up. Did you all feel very charged up? This is really, really very beautiful, right? It's very, very meaningful. I assure you next year we'll do it even better. This year, put together in a hurry, and still they managed to pull it off. And I want to acknowledge the contribution of very important people in this room who actually managed to put it together. It's because of them that you have this. So I want to specifically mention a few names here. They gave me a name list. But I asked for it. Okay, so Ailing, you all know her? Her voice is everywhere. Apart from my voice, hers is the most. Sutris, who's Sutris? Yeah, right. In particular, the ones on Zoom must thank him. Shi Xuan, who is Shi Xuan? Oh, Shi Xuan, there you are. Why are you hiding there? You must stand out and smile at the world, right? Okay, Shi Xuan, what? Shi Xuan, Wing Hong. Oh, two of you are side by side. Shi Xuan, you should have just point to him. Oh, so sorry. I didn't know. Tai Wee, I know. Tai Wee masterminded all this, okay? And then there's a Cat Wong. Let me tell you, the reason why I suddenly remember to do this, I'm not so brilliant one, I forget things. But I remember to do this because I was standing down here with Kat and, what's your name? Kat and? Okay, so basically I was there, they were telling me, they did this, then I realized they managed to put everything together in 48 hours. That's really brilliant, right? Catherine, that's Catherine. Catherine? Ah, there you are. Okay, never underestimate the ladies in yellow, okay? They are the anchor of this place. Jeannie Heng. Jeannie Heng. Well done. Jeannie, next time in DFC class, you can proudly stand up and say, I serve. Okay? Oh Siok Hua. You are Oh Siok Hua. All right. Huh? I recognize their faces. Been here a long time, you know. Who's Singi? Who's Singi? Singi. Singi. The two of them make sure I have a voice. Of course, where is the doctor? Hui Kim lah.
Online, Zoom.
On the day she forgot to come. She's on Zoom. Can we like pick a photo there? Okay, anyway, yeah, she didn't come. And of course, Jenny. The admin staff, okay? Can you just imagine how many names you have to go through? These guys got to go count. I only have to, like, on the last day, I sit there, plan myself pretty, then talk. I lay two of us just blah, blah, blah. But they make sure the names are not wrong. Otherwise, the departed beings not there. Sialat, right? All right. Okay, any other things? Next. Michelle! I got the name not here. Okay, Michelle, I'll give you an extra clap.
Okay.
Right.
Brother Chi Hao as well, office, not here.
Oh, yeah. It's Chi Hao's day off. Day off, right? Yes. And of course, everyone who came, all of you, you made this event meaningful for everyone. So thank you very much. Is there some singing?
Ajahn Brahmali.
Oh, sorry.
Hello everyone at the BF in Singapore. Hope you are all well and that you are completing the year 2021 with a degree of contentment and happiness and all of these kind of things. And of course, at this time of the year is a good time to take a little bit stock of what has happened recently and what to do to kind of ensure that we make better use of the year ahead than perhaps we did of the year that has just passed. And I think one of the most important things when we start out and we are looking towards making the future better is by starting out by letting go of the past. So whatever happened in 2021, now is the time to forgive. Forgive any problems you had at that time, any people you may have had difficulties with, or whatever it was. Now is the time to let go. And just to remind yourself that all the people in the world, we are more like robots than we are like independent people making independent decisions. And when you realize that people are just trapped by their habits, trapped by their past, trapped by their personalities, the more you understand that, the more easy it is to forgive. Because people don't really understand what they're doing, just like we often don't understand what we're doing. So we forgive others, we forgive ourselves, and then we can move on towards the new year in a much more wholesome and happy way, not having to carry the baggage of the past and all the problems of the past. And the more we let go of the past, the more empty we move into 2022. And when there is a sense of emptiness in the mind, it is as if there are possibilities opening up that we may never actually even have considered before. And it's great to have that openness of the mind where you have all kinds of possibilities that you may not even have known existed before they came to you. So you can take new paths, do new things that may lead to very different results than what you had originally thought. And so one of the questions that often arises at this time, and that is 2022, is it going to be better than 2021? And so what is the answer to that question? Is it going to be better or is it going to be worse? Is it going to be the same? And the answer is we don't know. We have no idea what's going to happen in 2022. That's the honest Buddhist answer to that question. Because things are uncertain, things are unreliable, things are very complex. There are so many causes and conditions that goes into our contemporary society, who we are now, what we are now. It is impossible to say what 2022 is going to be like. And that is kind of the point. And because it is impossible to say, it may get worse, it may get better, it may just stay the same. But because it is so unreliable and because it is so uncertain, we know that instead of focusing on what the world is going to be like, it's the wrong thing to focus on, precisely because it is so unreliable. So let go a little bit of that world outside. Don't worry so much about it. Let it be, and realize that what you have to do, instead of leaning on, attaching to, relying on a world that is so inherently unstable, instead we need to lean on the things where we have some degree of say. And that place where we have some degree of say is in our inner qualities, our inner life, because that is our area of mastery, if you like, whereas the external world is the area where we have no mastery and no choice at all. So allow the difficult times of the world. And the world has been through maybe some difficult times recently. Actually COVID probably hasn't been the most difficult thing, but all the things that are going on in the world, and allow that to remind you of how uncertain the world actually is. Don't have any expectations for 2022. Don't think it's going to be any better, and turn your attention instead around to the spiritual path. That area of life where we actually can have some say. We can dealing with our own minds, dealing with our own actions, and reminding ourselves that what really matters for our future does not really depend so much on what happens in the external world, because that is just the external stuff. It is unreliable. What our future really depends on is how we live our life in the here and now. Whether we can be kind, whether we can be caring for each other, whether we can have more compassion, all of these kind of things. And if we can have those things, then we are creating a better world for us. And that is what matters for the future. So remember the simple things of the Buddhist teachings, yeah? Remember that one word that everyone needs to remember in this world. This is the word that I always remind people of at times like this. And that's really all you have to remember. Keep it really simple. Be kind. Be kind to the people around you. Be kind to your family, your friends, your acquaintances. Be kind to strangers. Be kind to yourself. And when you're kind to all of these people, then you know that you are heading in the right direction. Especially be kind to strangers. Because it is very interesting that very often what happens is that when we have a vested interest, it is fairly easy to be kind. Yeah? If it is a family member or a workmate, well, we have a reason, we have a ground to be kind. But when it is a stranger, there is no vested interest there. And because of that, the kindness to strangers is often the most pure and powerful act of kindness, because we do it once, and probably we will never see that person again. And because of that, it's a very pure-hearted form of moral life. So bring that kindness into your whole life. Remember that this is what you have to do moment after moment, day in, day out, year in, year out. And it is only then that this kindness starts to have a real effect on you. And remind yourself of the importance of this, because this is where you create the future. This is where you ensure that you're going to have the happiness for the future, both in this life and beyond. And if you don't focus on that, then the chances are that you will grieve when the world goes wrong, when the world doesn't live up to your expectations, which is never, let's face it, it never lives up exactly to our expectations. And then we have a refuge inside of us, something we can rely on, something we can lean on. So please try to make some kind of determination along those lines for the year ahead. And if you do that, I am sure you're going to have a wonderful and marvelous 2022, because you're building up all the right conditions to make it a successful, happy year for yourself and for everyone who also meets you during the next year. So I wish you all a very happy 2022. And to finish it all off, I would like to also to share the merit and then give you a short blessing afterwards, and then end it all off by paying homage to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So let's just start off by sharing the merit together to our relatives and to anyone else who we want to share the merits with. So here we go. Edang men yate nang hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Edang men yate nang hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo Edang men yate nang hotu Sukhita hontu nyatayo. And then we'll give you a quick blessing, wishing you all the very best for the new year. Ati me saranang anyan, Buddho me saranang varang, ete nasachava, jena sotite, hotu sambada, Nati me saranang anya, Dhammo me saranang varang, etena sachava, jena sotite, hotu sabada, Nati me saranang anya, Sangho me saranang varang etena sachava Jena Surti Te Hotu Sabada. Okay, so to finish off the last year properly and to start the new year in the right way, let's also pay homage to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha as the very last thing that we do. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavatang Abhivademi Svakato Bhagavata Dhammo Dhammang Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Savakasangho Sanghang Namami.
Sadhu, sadhu,
Okay,
sadhu.
very happy New Year to all of you. Bye-bye.
Bye, Ajahn. Thank you, Ajahn. And thank you, Sis Sylvia. We will end off with one song. Yeah.
Let's sing together. May you be happy. May you be well. May you be free from enmity and ill will. Just like the love of holy nature. This great love suffuse from our hearts. Balance is the sky, balance is the sea, balance is the air that we breathe. There is boundless love, built in every space and nourishes every heart. Suki
as a mother protects her child, her own child, at the risk of her own life. Even so, let him cultivate a boundless heart towards all beings.
Suki Hontu.
Suki Hontu.
Thank you, Brother Wing Hong and Sis Shishan. Thanks again, Sister Sylvia, and everyone else for coming to this event. We hope it was a meaningful event. And thank you, everybody who are on Zoom. Though we can't see you, we know you are there. Okay, good night, everybody. See you tomorrow on Zoom only. Ajahn Brahmali's talk, 3 p.m. Zoom, not Zoom, Facebook Live. Facebook Live. Thank you.